Hello, YouTube. Ow. Suzaku Blitz here with part 10 of my Mega Man 4 Minus Infinity run. In today's episode, we'll be taking on Cossack 2, also known as Laboratory Maze. It's not really a maze though, it's very straightforward, but there are some pretty ginormous rooms here. Unfortunately, the amount of screen flickering here does prevent you from seeing what shots are being fired, but that gets cleared up shortly. But, Cossack 2 isn't really that hard. It does take a little bit to get used to which way you want to go, but otherwise, it's fairly straightforward actually. There's not too many huge obstacles. Hell Wheel is your friend, don't be an idiot like me and get shot in the face like that. So here's another 8-way scrolling segment that you can do. Hell Wheel, and hey, you can jump on the windowsill. So I'm just going to go ahead and fly across. And I'm going to go back and forth here as I try to figure out how to turn off my Hell Wheel and not know how until I actually realize you have to fire it again. And another E-Tank. The author has been very friendly with their E-Tanks, giving you one so far in every Cossack stage, which I will take gladly. So in this section, this is basically a jumping stairway section, more or less. I do highly recommend the dive laser, just because of the fact the dive laser can be shot directionally, and one-shots or two-shots majority of hopping machines that are on this particular stairway. So use that to your advantage to avoid damage. You can also use the HCR boomerang if you so desire, but I like the laser because it's instantaneous and goes across the entire length of the screen. So getting into Recycle Inhaler, hey, it's an underwire adapter. So that's a shock absorber. What the shock absorber does is if you decide to let in the death spike, it will, and you have over 2 pixels of life or 2 bars of life or higher, you will actually not die. And you will not die actually, and you will be reduced to a single pixel of life, so E-Tank up immediately afterwards, or reverse search your way down. So the interesting thing about this room is that weapon energy power-up keeps returning. So what you can do is you can actually use this as a refill station. And again, because of the energy splitter, you don't actually have to be in rush search mode or anything like that to actually get the power up. Well, actually, it's the lowest one anyway, it doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to keep doing this until I get fully recharged, like so. And I'm going to come back up and go up and come back down to get another power-up finally. And away we go, once I figure out how to actually get up there, because I do this and fall back down like an idiot. So I will go ahead and climb there, and then start going Ninja Gaiden by going left and right across the wall, because I feel like Ninja Gaiden's cool. So, here's another section. If you want to make things easy, just go ahead and toad this room and just fly right up with a wire adapter, but as you can tell by the wire adapter being given to you, it's kind of implied you have to wire adapter your way through this. So, if you angle your wire adapter just right, you can go between 2 mines, no problem. So now you start going up. You can balloon across this if you so desire. It's not like it's going to stop you from doing that. But the wire is not very hard to navigate. You just kind of have to direct it towards the walls you want to take it, and you're good to go. Oh, and pull your rush cannon right now because you're going to need it. Hi. And that thing's dead. So now we have a long Met section, which I will go ahead and take Hell Wheel style. Just because the fact the Mets do die in a single hit to Hell Wheel, so it's very easy to navigate this, unless you're stupid like me. So there's 3 floors to this. Some of the Mets actually do not actually pop up and actually act as shields for the Mets behind it. So you're going to have to take that into account as you're going across. But I'm just going to go tank the hits and keep running because I don't feel like wasting a lot of time there. And I have a fully charged rush search, so I'm pretty confident I'll get enough energy back to handle the fight that's coming up. So, for you Mega Man X2 fans, this may look familiar. This may look very familiar. It's a very same concept, except you kind of throw the yellow devil mix into it by having the rotating by having this scrolling blocks that come across that you have to dodge while you're on 3 platforms on top of death spikes. This is not fun. Thank heavens for shock absorbers. So, I use Toad to quickly dispatch. I use Toad to quickly dispatch turrets, and then I start firing my flash stopper. Just because of the fact that, well, flash bow. I don't even remember what the hell it's called. Ow. But yeah, this thing is weak to the flash weapon. So you just go ahead and hit it twice or 3 times, I believe, and it knocks it out, and then you're into the next phase. In this particular case, I would recommend using the bright weapon to just blow up all the flash turbo, to blow it all up, and then afterwards you can just kind of sit here and just start shotting because it won't actually resummon anything until after it goes to the next phase. So you notice that the pattern of the moving weakness actually kind of goes opposite to where Mega Man is. So as it sees it crossing the threshold, it actually starts going the other direction, so you can kind of anticipate where it's going to go and charge Blaster. Make sure to jump aside before that happens, or it will stop flying, and you don't want that to happen. And this is basically exactly what Surges does in Mega Man X2. So it's fairly simple to evade. And all it takes is a couple more bright shots, and the thing will die horribly. It still follows a similar pattern, so you can anticipate, poke it once, and there you go. That's part 10. Hope you guys enjoyed yourself.